Everybody, and welcome on into Centrum of Concave Souls Tarot. This is Sunny, and I'm glad to be here with you today. I am going to be doing a reading for Sagittarius today. It is 5:05 p.m. and it is September 6th, 2023. I am going to get started here in a second, but before I do, please remember to like and subscribe. If you feel this reading resonates, please do leave a comment. Also, leave me a comment and let me know how you're doing as well. I'm glad to be back with you all. It's been a couple of weeks here, but I am preparing to work on my next literary work. I am also preparing the creation of my next tarot deck. So that is all in the works currently at this time. So I take some time off. I am going to be doing or focusing on one of my augury. Well, everybody always wants to give me a call while I'm recording. But one of my augury spreads, which is entitled The Lion. And to give you background on that, which as most of you probably, well, maybe some of you don't. And if you're new, feel welcome in. But I am definitely a philosopher. I am an author. I am a creator. All of these spiritual messages are going to be of an original nature. And I say all of that to say is that I create, whatever I do create, it is led by the Spirit for the healing and the protection of a people while we continue our journey on the earth realm existence. And so this reading, to touch base on the reading and the spread, is centered on, once again, the augury spread that I created, which is entitled The Lion. And backstory on the lion is the keeper of the blackened heart of Lucifer. The lion houses analytical skill, psychological prowess, in order to be able to be at the center of your spiritual space, to throw you off course. A deceiver, right? It is the representative of the blackened heart of Lucifer and the traces of the leakage and the porous nature of the evil that resides within it. So, I am going to be getting started here. And once again, this is the augury lineup for the Lion spread, which is the augury spread for the blackened heart of Satan, of Lucifer, evil devices. Let's get this together. Spirit, what messages do we need for Sagittarius at this time, please? First placement is going to be what you're needing. Second placement is going to be Abaddon, Overlord of the Abyss, Pestilence, Corruption, and Malice. Third placement is The Child I Was Meant to Be in reverse. So there's definitely, right now, you're in a very magnetic type of energy. That first placement is what you're needing. This placement speaks to what you're needing. And what you're needing is to hone into your your magnetism, basically, your majesty. You're sort of like a magician at this time, able to really make the moves necessary that you need to make. You have enough prowess, you have enough diligence at this time, and it's very potent in your energy. And this is what you've been needing for a very long time, because this placement speaks to what you're needing. This also, once again, this card is the Golden Empress, which is the jewel of the of Abydos. Second placement is what you're wanting. What this is, we have Abaddon, Overlord of the Abyss here, pestilence, corruption, and malice. So there's something very dark here that you're wanting. And it's probably got to do with some form of obsession or some form of ill decisions that you're wanting to make, but aren't making right now. But this is what you're wanting, or you're wanting to step over. That's what Spirit is telling me. You're being pulled into where you're wanting to go, but what you're wanting deep down inside is not what's best for you. You need to stay in this Golden Empress energy if you are going to obtain what you really need. We have the Child that I was meant to be in the reverse, so that is telling me that you're ready to hone into your purpose. You're ready to decipher. Well, actually, not even decipher. You're at that place already where you've been doing some soul seeking and all of that. But you're ready, with this being in the reverse, you are ready to take on those challenges and do whatever you need to do in order to live out your divine purpose. We'll go down the middle here. Middle placement. And we have two cards here. First card is going to be what you're yearning for in the middle placement. Second card is going to be regarding love. Ooh. Oh, we had two cards. Where did that card go? Sorry, Sagittarius. Ooh. Okay, so let's put that in the middle. We have two cards coming out for your love situation. This card is going to be speaking to what you're yearning for. This is your love. Let's I want to pull out more messages before I start speaking. Okay, this is representative of lies. We have the Leaper King, Sword of Law. So this is judgment that's been made regarding some lies, or whatever lies that are ensuing in your energy right now. And please remember, this is energy. But this is in reverse. So you discovered something here. But of course, we will pull more cards and get clarification on this. But this card is representative of bravery, self-discipline, and faith. So you have, once again, as we can see up here in your need placement, there's a magnetism about you right now, Sagittarius, which is great. I love to see that. But you are honing into the bravery and the self-discipline and the faith that you need in order to be able to live out your purpose. And that is speaking directly to judgment, which this card does speak to the Sword of Law. Next card we have is promise. This is what you promised yourself. We have Anubis, Arbiter of Truth. This card speaks to preservation, neutrality, and obligation. So you have made an obligation to yourself, which love that spirit that you're revealing that regarding Sagittarius right now. Let's move these up because we've got for the energy space. Okay, the next card is going to speak to deception. Okay, we got Author in the reverse, the Champion of Avalon, which speaks to companionship, nobility, and self-realization. Ooh, yeah. You got somebody in your, okay, and this is directly across here from your love life. Um, Somebody here, um, that is deceiving you in your love life. This may be somebody you're talking to already, or you may be in the dating scene and you're talking to a couple of people, getting to know some people. I'm hearing Sagittarius. But you want to be careful because there is some deception in there. What about betrayal? Forgiveness for betrayal, please. We have Lady of Mass, the Shaper, and the Reverse. My goodness, you guys are really having the courage to bring yourself out of a lot of things right now at this time. I love to see this. But this is concerning a betrayal. Um, this card speaks to reclamation, vanity, and surface appearances. So these masks, whatever this betrayal is, you were able to uncover those masks. And those masks have been torn off because you were able to decipher and reveal what was going on. Barbaric minds. Let's look at the psychological piece. Wow, is this me? And look at that. Is this me? So you're questioning. But you know what? This came up in the reverse as well. So there you've been questioning yourself about a lot of things. Sagittarius, oh, am I doing the right thing here? Am I making the right choices? Am I doing all of this? Am I in the right relationship? But this came up in reverse. So you're no longer questioning the authenticity of your own heart at this time. You're not questioning that anymore. And this, we have the last one, distortions. What is being distorted that Sagittarius needs to know about? What is being distorted? We got Hades in the reverse. This card speaks to equanimity, wisdom, and inevitability. So something you going through, and this is right underneath mass, which sits, the spirit tells me, because this is under the placement of betrayal. You are, whatever this experience was inevitable in your life. But you are definitely coming out of it, and you may already be out of this scenario. We'll get clarification, but I see this in the reverse. Hades is the Lord of riches. Wow, you're doing something where you're going to be, I'm seeing an abundance of financial abundance also, Sagittarius, at this time. You're doing something, and it's got to do with your purpose, what you were divinely orchestrated to do from the divine and the universe. Last card we're going to pull here, or last placement, I should say. It's not going to be my last card. But this last card here is the ultimate goal of Satan. What is the ultimate goal of evil here? What could be the potential stopping point for you? We've got Osiris, God King of Doubt. This speaks to commitment, acquisition, and responsibility. So what this is letting me know, that the ultimate goal here is, since this is in reverse, is that Satan thought that he had you in a bind here. And this is spiritual confinement. This is what this speaks to. He thought he had you in a place where you would no longer be committed to doing what you needed to do for yourself and stepping into your purpose, and making the best decisions. And he thought that he had acquired your soul for the destruction of your own life. But you have taken the responsibility of what you have done, and you've done the soul searching that you need to do. And Satan is very angry about this. It's in the reverse. So let's get further clarification. Let's get some clarification here. We're 14 minutes now. I don't want to mess up these cards. Okay, Spirit, give us the highest messages for the highest and divine good of Sagittarius at this time. Release the incense and the embers of the veil. Allow us behind the veil so that we can see truths that have been buried in the subconscious. Allow us to enter into a place that only divine beings can enter at this time, please, on the behalf of Sagittarius. First clarification we want to get is need. Why is the Golden Empress here for what Sagittarius is needing? Wow, look at this, half of a green leaf. And this is the Sea of Visions. So you were visited by angelic hosts. You have been receiving signs. And you have renewed hope in obtaining what you need, not what you want. You've been focusing on what you want for a long time. But what you want is not going to fulfill you. You know, you have to work, you know, there's often a delirium state between what we need and what we want. And the parameters of how we decipher what we're going to give to between those two is very minimal. You know, so we have to look and, you know, take that into account. Because here in this next placement here, which is Abaddon, which is there's pestilence, corruption, and malice. So why is this here regarding what Sagittarius wants, please? Why is this here? Four horsemen of heaven, harbinger future events. So this is here, and Spirit is letting you know whatever this malice is that you have in your heart, which is got something to do with what you want. So, you know, this speaks to temptation. You know, and a lot of times we don't understand that temptation really originates from the soul space. You know, you hear a lot of people speak in regards to temptation being, you know, of an evil nature. It is, but the reality of the deep-seated and deep-rooted truth is that is residing within your own soul. And it comes to the surface of the external by way of passage through your soul. You have been receiving downloads into your spirit by the four horsemen of heaven, harbinger of future events regarding this malice and this pestilence. And whatever your spirit is corrupted by, or whatever that you're wanting that would corrupt your life at this time, is what I'm saying. Spirit is telling you to not do it. At this time, please. Next card we have the child I was meant to be in the reverse, which speaks to your purpose and living it out. Why is this here? This placement is regarding desire. So what you're desiring. So you're desiring to live out your purpose at this time, Sagittarius. Why is this here? Wow, defiled spirits surround thee. So there's a war that's been waged concerning the orchestration and the delivery of your purpose, because we have defiled spirits surrounding you at this time, and they're surrounding your purpose. So you want to be careful to listen to the divine at this time. Recognize the visions that you've seen, you know, and live out this magnetism that you have at this time. Let me see. In the next place, we have lies. Why is this here? Bravery, self-deception, and faith in the reverse. What are you being lied to about, Sagittarius? Why is this here? Nurturing the longing spirit. There's something you're longing for. Nurturing the longing spirit, suffocating during the burial of thyself, attempting to rise from death. So you're going through, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself, Sagittarius, about what you need to do, because you're in this delirium state of this malice that you're desiring for. This is some form of addiction. And if you're not careful, you're not going to make it to this purpose. Focus on the rebirth. That's what Spirit is saying. Promise. What promise? What's going on concerning this promise for Sagittarius? We have Anubis here. Preservation, neutrality, obligation. Wow. Isn't that interesting that the lion would come out at this time? Because you've made a promise to yourself. And that promise is the obligation to take care of yourself and do what you need to do. But look at that. We have this right underneath the foul spirits that are surrounding you. And the keeper of those spirits is the lion, right? They're the lion is the keeper of all delirium states. Chamber of manipulation and deceitfulness contains the keys to the ending of self-hatred. Ruler of the earth realm heart. So there's a delirium between the earth realm heart and the heart that God has already given you. And so that's what's going on. So be careful with the promise. Be careful with the promise that you gave yourself, and be careful with the promise that you gave to the divine. Why is this? What is Sagittarius being deceived about? Wow. So, to speak to this again, of course, we have for deception, deceit in your life currently. We have Arthur, the champion of Avalon here, which is concerning companionship, nobility, and self-realization. So we have the circles of hell coming up here. The circles of hell comprised, and I did speak to there being a war here that's been waged on the compromise. Your very existence is being compromised here at this time. Circles of hell comprised are the agonies and mourning, ultimate betrayal of self, relinquishing the veil of vanity. My goodness, I don't know who I'm speaking to, but it is very important. You are definitely one of God's chosen. And we have the lion here. We have the foul spirits here, which are demonic forces. We also have the circles of hell comprised. So there are several demonic forces and evil forces that are working against you to keep you up here. See, they want this to be in the upright, the child I was meant to be. But Spirit is saying that you are destined for greatness, Sagittarius. You are destined to live out your purpose. That's why this is in the reverse. Why is betrayal here? Lady of Mass. What is the betrayal concerning for Sagittarius? Betrayal. Why is the Lady of Mass in the reverse, please? Oh, wow. Consumed with self-hatred. Wow. Yeah, this is a self-betrayal. Consumed with self-hatred. There's somebody, I don't know who I'm speaking to. This feels very personal for somebody out there, but there's somebody that is betraying themselves because they're allowing themselves to be swallowed by self-hatred. And this is the betrayal that, the demonic force is evil, and the hosts of the enemy is keeping you held in bondage by. And that's what's really ultimately stopping you, or trying to stop you. I won't say stop you, but trying or attempting to stop you. This is the betrayal, a betrayal of self. Why is barbaric mind here? Questioning yourself. Or you have been questioning yourself. Is this me? Is this my reality? And Spirit is telling me you may still be doing this. You're close. You're nearing the passage of light here because this is in reverse. But the Spirit is still calling me to say, stop doubting yourself, Sagittarius. You can do it. Why is the barbaric mind here? Why is this here for barbaric mind, please? Wow. Falling prey to the victimization of self. Wow. It can't get any. This is the victim. You're victimizing yourself at this time, Sagittarius, because you're allowing yourself to be consumed with self-hatred, which is a direct correlate to your purpose. And until you deal with this self-betrayal, that's going to be a recurring issue for you. Why is distortions here? We got Hades in the reverse. Lord of the riches. This speaks to equanimity, wisdom, and inevitability. What is inevitable that's happening here regarding the distortions? Yeah, there's a colliding of spirits. So this is solistic work that is inevitable that you have to do. That's what Spirit is saying. There's no way of you getting out of this this experience. It's a self and self experience. It's you entering into the duality of your psychological state to gain interest into this self hatred that you are experiencing. And there has to be a colliding of spirits because we have defiled spirits that are surrounding you. So the winter solace colliding of spirits is inevitable. And this is going on behind the scenes, internal as well. What is the ultimate goal of Satan? Commitment, acquisition, responsibility in the reverse. Why is this here? Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's what it is. The ultimate goal here of evil, of Satan, Lucifer, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you believe, we have the reincarnation of pain presenting itself here. The reincarnation of pain comes from the chamber of mist and fog. So this is the ultimate goal of Satan, to keep you in this solistic and mental torment of self-hatred to stop you from getting where you need to go. And he's going to continue to fog your brain and mist your eyes so that the veil can't be revealed to yourself. But Spirit is saying that's not going to work. What are you yearning for? We have blinded to pain. Wow, this is good. In the center of your reading, we have blinded to pain in the reverse. And on this card, you can see that there are flies around the heart. So there's this distortion of your heart space. And this is concerning the heart mazes, what I have deemed the heart mazes that we face. And this is concerning the consumption of your heart space. And these are the defiled spirits. This is what's going on. The control center for them at this point is your heart space. What is this? Yearning for. Wow. Yeah, we got all this madness. This is the yearning placement. All this madness. What did I just say? Mental. So you literally have been in this delirium to the point where it's making you sick mentally. You know, because you wish to blind yourself from this pain, the pain of your heart. But that cannot be done, Sagittarius. You have to face the pain and repurpose it. What is this? Realign thyself with spirit, return to dust. Yep. So you're yearning to receive guidance from the divine, and you're yearning to not only do that, but you're yearning to live that out. You know, you're done with, oh, well, I know what I'm supposed to do, but, maybe tomorrow. You're done with that energy. And let's see what's going on with love here. So you have sacrifice in the reverse and parasites in the upright. So you're really up in your head here. You made a lot of sacrifices. Look at that red in the back, which represents blood sacrifice or sacrificial offerings centered on the blood. And of course, you all know this is for spiritual meaning. But there's a delirium between what you've been giving and what you've been giving away. And you're coming out of a sacrificial type of energy. So let's see what's going on. Confirmation for love, please, for Sagittarius. Confirmation for love for Sagittarius, please. Affirmation for love, Sagittarius. Ooh, illusions, chamber of mass. Wow, that is, and okay, so we have right next to that consumer self-hatred, lady of mass. Yeah, the lady of mass is in the reverse. Yeah, so there was definitely someone in your life, whoever was ever in your life, soulmate connection, twin flame, it could be whoever, but you know who it is. They were wearing mass. We have illusions showing up for love. Chamber of mass, sickly perception of thine own reality, rejection of truth, harbinger of pseudo realities. So you're either living in this, or you have lived in this, or whatever this is occurring. But you were in denial about your reality with this person, because this person is wearing several masks, and we have lady of mass in the reverse. So those masks have been discovered. I did mention that earlier. I want to get further clarification on why is illusions here. Illusions for love for Sagittarius, please. Illusions. Illusions, please. The elephant. Yeah, you were shown by the divine. Because we have the elephant here. The messenger of spiritual realms, harbinger of strength and power, divine wisdom and protection from a troubled psyche, happiness and reward, leadership of God alone. Yeah, so you're being protected from this person. Because this person, first of all, we have this in between the circles of hell comprised and self-hatred, which lets me know that this person has some form of self-hatred that they are utilizing to destroy and take out on other people. But you're being protected from this energy. So you have protection here. But the main thing to understand here is the illusion. Let's get further clarification. Why is the elephant here for love? For love, please. Ooh. My goodness. The three-headed, nine-eyed snake. Chamber of soul windows. Harbinger of the soul's awakening and decline. Treachery befalls you. Yeah, you were able to see. This person thought that they were tricking you or gaming you or trying to pull one over on you. But you looked into this person's eyes. That's what Spirit is telling me. And you saw who they really were. The Spirit is telling me, you know how somebody, you may be doing something. You may be in the same room with somebody. Or you're doing something, or you guys may be talking or whatever, and then you start doing something, maybe like making you a cup of coffee or something like that, and they're standing there in the room with you, but just, maybe like a centimeter turn of your head, you catch them staring you off guard, and that's the actual face of who that person really is, and that's what Spirit is telling me happened with you. You were interacting with this person, and you looked into this person's eyes and you saw their real soul. And this is definitely not a good person. And this person was doing something treacherous, trying to pull one over on you. Wow, but look at that. We have the Wheel of May, Chamber of Holy Fields, Harbinger of Cycles. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. We have Falls Decline. The dead leaves within have fallen. So you're ready to, end whatever this is with this person, because you can see, or Spirit will end it, actually. Spirit will end it. Whatever it is that this person was trying to do. It's telling me to get a couple cards here. Let's see. Further clarification on love, please. Further clarification on love. Yeah, you're not willing to work with this person anymore. We got the Three of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. You're protecting your heart. We've got the Four of Pentacles. You're no longer wounded. We've got Nine of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Swords. You're facing your truth. You're owning into your truth, and you're accepting the truth regarding your love connection with this person. You found out truth about them. You're accepting it. You're in the Two of Cups energy, which means that you're making a decision about this. But you're in the Queen of Cups energy as well in the reverse. So you're definitely, which is why we see Four of Pentacles here where you're protecting your heart. You're turning off your emotions to this person. Yeah. All right, Sagittarius. Well, that is going to be all that I have for you all today. I will see you all in the next reading. Until the next reading, much love to you. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you.